Welcome to Wilderness and Whiskey. Today we're going to do a Father's Day special. We're going to share some gift ideas and things like that we would like to get, I think, and that we've tried out and had, good luck with so far.
And things that we love, things that we actually use. These are not sponsored, these are not brand new things. These are things that we use and we love and we think other people love them too.
So we'll start out today with some different belts, everyday carry kind of belts, multi-purpose use, things like that we've all, me and you have really, fallen into.
I wear a belt every day. Even sometimes when I feel like I don't need a belt, I still wear a belt.
So I carry every day. I need a good belt that's not going to last. I've had some that have worn out. These three meet all the qualifications, some better than others. But we'll go over that. Different functions, different days. So the first belt we're going to go over is, Steve?
We'll start with the Mission Belt. This Mission Belt, we went down the Great American Outdoors Show up in Pennsylvania a few years ago. They were there. It's a nice ratcheting belt. It's a nice full leather. They come in different styles in leather. I like the cool Western design here. Different
buckles.
Different buckles you can get. I like the classic metal look. Nice ratcheting step. Nice and tight. Like, it's not coming down at all.
It's real firm, guys. It also has that thickness that you need for everyday carry. The ratchet's secure. It doesn't come loose on you like a normal belt. It does meet all the qualifications for like an everyday carry or a large caliber firearm.
For this one, when you're ordering for size, they tell you a certain size of maximum length. You can trim the fit, buckle it in there, so it's actually fitted more so just for you, not just a one size fit all. You can probably wear mine, but not everyone can wear mine. So I like that one size fit all. There's no extra coming down here, so like wearing where that's going. It's just going to fit perfectly. I've had this for about 2 years, and it's holding up pretty well. I don't have any problems with it. It stays clean. Still has a nice classic look. And we're at wedding still. It's
and
great.
If you get bigger or smaller, you don't have to punch a new hole.
No, don't need to punch a hole. Mission Belt, highly recommend it.
Yeah, Mission Belt. Next one we're going to go over is a Bison Belt. So I got this for, like I said, everyday carry. It's made by Bison in the USA. It's all USA parts. It's got a multi-function buckle on it with different hex wrenches, different hex. It's got a flathead, Phillips head on it. Bottle opener. Kind of a one-stop shop for a belt buckle.
Sweet.
The belt itself is a nylon, but it's a thick nylon. I've had this for about 1.5 years, 2 years now, and I carry with this belt pretty frequently, and it does not come loose. It's a traditional, weave in and out style buckle.
Did it come like this? Or did you cut it like this?
No, it came like that.
I like
that. Yeah, it
so
comes
that
like
nice
that.
Heat knife cut. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and it's a tough belt. I would trust this belt with my life if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
Yep.
And if you're carrying a bigger firearm or anything like that with a good size holster, it's got enough rigidity to kind of hold that up. And last but not least is
a Groove Life. This is a little bit different. This one. You might have seen one of your Instagram ads. That's what it got me. Actually, I have a Groove Life ring as well. But there's a magnetic closure. So it's got one side and your other side. And so when you're wearing it, you just kind of snap it in there. And it closes too. With this one, I don't carry. You do. It doesn't have the rigidity of the others too. But there's a nice flex to it I do like. But it's missing a little bit of that rigidity. I guess depends on what size gun you're carrying.
Honestly, I wouldn't look at this as an everyday carry belt. I look at this more as I'm going to a ball game or something like that, and I want to be comfortable. This is a comfy belt. So this is more the belt you're going to a baseball game or a football game or something like that. You need to throw on a pair of shorts or pants, hold them up with that belt, right?
Yep. Adjusting it to size in the back in the same way. So I got my wear marks in it. You can then loop it through. It's got a tail end for it so it doesn't flap out all the way. So it's really nice and easy to carry. Definitely one of my go-to belts for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Groove Life.
All right, so next on the list for today, wouldn't be Father's Day without trying to get Dad a multi-tool or a knife, right, Steve?
Oh, I love knives.
So we got 3 today. The first one we're going to come out with is the big boy, the Gerber. This is the biggest Gerber they make. I believe it's the Dual Force. I carry this in my truck. I love this knife. First things first, it has a real knife.
It does have a real knife.
I mean, if you want to carve something or you need to do some work with it, you can actually get work done.
It's almost rainbow size.
It's got a saw, too, that is not a toy. That's what I call the other ones. It's just a toy saw. But if you actually had to cut a branch with this for, like, emergency purposes or something, it's actually functional.
Or if you're stuck in the desert and you cut off your arm like that guy did in the crevice, that would work, too.
This would be the one to do that.
That would want to have.
Full-size screwdriver, different tips that go in. It's magnetic, so you don't have to worry about them popping out, which is nice. And then on the other side, it's got a good-sized file. My favorite part of this whole knife is the pliers.
Heavy-duty pliers.
It's a real set of pliers, guys. You can actually do work with these pliers. It's not the little needle nose that you get with a regular Gerber. I've used it to loosen nuts and bolts and things like that. I haven't had any problems with it.
That's awesome. I like that a lot.
So the next one we're going to have is kind of a 2-for-1 special. It comes in the Kydex case. So it has a nice Kydex case for your belt. It's got a nice belt clip on the back to secure it to you. Pull it out. It's all friction lock. This is another Gerber. This is the out the front Gerber, I believe. Yeah.
Classic Gerber.
Yeah,
I love this Gerber.
Nothing wrong with these.
Nope.
The only thing I can complain about is I hate putting them in my pocket.
I do.
And
that's why this
solves the purpose.
This right here, Amazon, we'll put the link again. It's a clip and carry. I think the brand is clip and carry itself. It's great for the belt, easily take off. I think about $25 for here, but that solves your problem with this.
Yeah.
And I don't love like the flimsy case.
No, I'm
I
not
don't
a
love
big
it
fan.
because it may fit you well, but you put it back and it's not easy. This is easy to put away.
Well, my big thing is I always end up punching a hole in. They always fray. They always get a hole punched in them.
Yep.
That you don't got to worry about.
Yep. Great
Fits
knife.
nice and snug. It's secure. Can't really worry about it.
It's got your saw, you got your file, got your flathead, got your Phillips, got your very helpful thing, your can opener.
My can opener.
Your can opener.
Yeah. Overall, great knife.
Just a solid knife.
I like the case better than the knife. I think though.
Well, the case I think makes the knife more universal and more purposeful.
It makes me want to carry it.
Yep.
All right, and last but not least, everybody should have one of these, including all fathers. Good old-fashioned Victorinox Swiss Army. Can't go wrong with it.
Never know you're gonna need a toothpick or tweezers.
Yeah, toothpick, tweezers. I keep it in my pocket pretty regularly. Splinter, I need to pull it out.
What else is on it?
I got stuck in my teeth. I need to do that. It's got a Phillips head. Got an awl. Because if you don't have one of our fancy belts, you might have to punch a hole in yours.
You might.
Who knows? Simple knife. Nothing fancy.
Yep.
But gets the job done.
Careful with the knives. There's no lock blade on it. It's not a locking knife, so don't cut your fingers off.
Again, it's got the flat head and it's got the can opener. It's a pretty versatile knife in a lightweight package.
I tease about can opener, but they're great for prying things and different things
Oh,
that
yeah,
way if you
most
need to
definitely.
jam things out.
But again, if you're on a budget, get your dad a Victorinox. He won't be disappointed about it. I wouldn't. All right, moving on.
If you're a dad that struggles in the morning and you just get tired, what, besides, you're not drinking bourbon in the morning, not most mornings, but what do you love in the morning?
A good cup of coffee.
Good cup of coffee, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about two things here. First thing here is the airscape. This airscape, it seals in the coffee perfectly. It will not come out. It will not, I'm glad it didn't come out. I didn't test this beforehand. Does not come out at all. You seal it in. We have it there. I think that might be your favorite coffee in there.
I believe it is.
What do you smell there?
Black Rifle Vanilla, my favorite.
Love Black Rifle.
Yeah, Black Rifle is one of our favorite coffee companies. Not only do I like their coffee, it's great coffee, but I also support everything they stand for. You know, they're a big veteran-owned company, and we think they should get more love from the community.
Yep. They're great coffee. Love their company. Love their K-Cups. Vanilla coffee is great. Love their go-to, their mocha espressos
Now,
in different style.
Here's the catch. That smells fresh as the day you open it. How old is that coffee, Steve?
Maybe 6 months, 9 months. I don't really remember. Haven't had a cup of coffee camping in a while. I'm going to camping soon. So last time I went camping, I would say last fall. So at that minimum, 9 months, but still smells fresh.
That's what I was about to say. It smells fresh as the day you opened it. So again, which one is this, Steve?
This is the Airscape. This is the smaller of the Airscape made by Planetary Design out of Montana. I love Montana. That's where my grad school is at through Montana State. Go Bobcats.
So guys, if you're one of those people that throw stuff in a camp box or something like that, and you want to keep fresh coffee with you, this is the thing to do with it. Honestly, I've been looking for one just to put my daily coffee in.
Yep. I know last time we went to Overland, and they were sold out already.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Yep.
All right, so moving on to the next gift idea.
Which coffee would go great in?
Yeah.
You want to go great in?
A simple Yeti cup.
If you don't know what Yeti is, get out underneath that rock.
Yeah, so a good Yeti cup. It's heavy duty, stands the test of time, hot, cold, whatever you want. If you want to make a cup of coffee in the morning, it'll be nice and piping hot. If you want to make a nice cold old fashioned, it's ready for that too. This is one of their bigger mugs. I prefer this one. Yeti makes a great one. Any
I love it
would
for my
it.
go-to camp mug. I think it's great. You can't ever have too many of them.
No,
I don't
you're
think,
right.
Especially this style with the nice mug itself. I use it often.
Agree.
Yeti
So,
camp mug.
well, when we're not drinking bourbon, you might be drinking another alcoholic beverage, something like that. We have the fanciness here. So, the Can Koozie made by
Toadfish. Toadfish
Toadfish.
makes a lot of stuff. They make fishing rods. I've heard great things about their fishing rods. A little more on the pricier side, but this Can Koozie is not bad. I would say it's roughly around $10 at a local Ace Hardware. But this Can Koozie, not like other Can Koozies. This Can Koozie, the surface, it's hard to
Knock It Over.
knock it over. It's got a suction design on the back, so it's easy for you to pull it up, but harder for it to turn over. What I love about it, if you have little toddlers running around that can easily knock over stuff, or have a dog with a crazy tail to knock it over, won't knock over. If you have a boat, put it on the dashboard, you hit those waves, not spilling.
That's a good deal. Not only that, but it works good to keep your beverage of choice cold.
If you're a slow drinker.
Yeah, if you're a slow drinker.
They do make another top for it for a little slim. So if you like more of a slim can,
Pop it off.
put the other one back on, be good to go.
It's a win-win.
I think I used it last time golfing.
You did, yeah.
And where did I leave it at?
On the side of the golf cart.
And where was it for the next hole?
On the side of the golf cart.
So great for golfing too.
All right, so moving on our list of things to do. Steve, what's next?
Our next recently came out is the Camelbak Shaker. This shaker is a double wall insulated shaker. It is a nice gasket for a nice seal there for when you put it on there and shake up. So a great shaker to have out there. I love about the shaking. I use this at the beach. When I use it at the beach, if I have residual ice in there, it's still gonna be ice in there when I make another drink. Usually it's the same drink. I don't mix it up too much. But on the inside, it's really nice. They have the pre-made ounces or milliliters if you are overseas. So inside, from in here, I can measure up to 4 ounce, 5 ounce, or 6 ounce.
Sweet.
Which is really nice.
That is nice.
Usually it's just the shot glass. And that's very top part and the strainer parts. The other part has a 1/2 ounce, 1 ounce, and 1.5 ounce.
You can be precise.
You can be very precise.
You know what I like about this? Like you said, if you're at a beach or something like that where ice is kind of a limited commodity at that point, you don't just pour out your ice. You can reuse it.
Yep.
And it's going to stay. You don't have to keep going into the cooler and wasting your ice on making drinks. So that's probably the highlight of this.
And it's a larger shaker too.
It is. This is a very big shaker, actually. And like you said before, I like the fact that it's a screw-on.
Yep.
A lot of my shakers that I've had before, they're screw-on, they're friction lock, and you can't get it off.
You can't get it off.
Yeah, you're trying and trying and trying, and it's just no luck. Keep an eye out, Camelbak Shaker. All right, moving on. Finally, we were picking out 2 bourbons today for Father's Day. If your dad's kind of like me, getting up there in age, and he appreciates a good bourbon, I think they'd really like the Ancient Aged.
For the ancient dad.
For the ancient dad. A lot of people call this poor man's Blanton's. I really like it. I think it's a great whiskey.
If you're on a budget, you're not sure what to do, this is widely available.
Yeah.
It is glass bottles, they're not plastic, don't worry. It is a plastic screw top, but don't, hold on a second, really taste it. It is delicious.
I really agree with the general consensus on this. It fights up there with Blanton's. It may be a little younger, and it's
not as cool as a bottle.
Not as cool
it's
as a
not
bottle.
John Wick bottle.
We don't have a horse, but it's delicious.
It is. It's delicious.
It has not disappointed. And, you know, this is a good budget-friendly bottle. I think this bottle goes for like somewhere between $16 and $20. It hasn't disappointed me, and it hasn't disappointed anybody I've blinded on it either.
If you're not budget-friendly and you have the extra cash because your dad is worth the extra money or grandfather is worth the extra money, don't forget there's grandfathers out there or great-grandfathers. Splurge.
Get the Antique Dad, the Antique 107.
Yep, that Weller Antique 107. I would say that's your favorite bottle.
It is. This is one of my favorite pours ever. I purchased one of these a while back, and I crushed it within the better part of a couple weeks.
I recently traded someone a bottle for this bottle. I still haven't cracked it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Maybe soon. Maybe in the next few videos.
Yeah, it's delicious. It does not disappoint. They're on price.
It is.
Anywhere from $100 to $200 a bottle. But whose dad isn't worth $100 to $200
Seriously.
a bottle? Be honest with you, it won't disappoint. It's a good shelf hanger. Everybody's going to enjoy it.
That's awesome.
That's our list of gift ideas for Father's Day.
If you have any other ideas, leave them below in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas as well.
Explore the goodness.
Catch you next time. Cheers.